Datta, Jai Guru Datta, Sri Guru 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 Datta. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Guru Datta and welcome to Datta Arpanam with your hosts Rishi Nirvan Balrup
and Ravita Singh. Jai Guru Datta, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to the first morning edition of Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music, and teachings of His Holiness Parama Pujya Dr. Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji of Avadhuta Dattapitam in Mysuru. Today's show begins with the offering of pranams, gratitude, and this invocation prayer at the much revered feet of beloved Sadgurudeva Pujya Shri Swamiji, as this show, possible only through His divine grace, is offered to him.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha. Ganapati Gurumekam Satchidananda Rupam Vibhuddhanivahasevyam Yogamargadhirudham Sharanamupagatanam Atisanghadivajram Mama Hridaya Nivasam Bhaktinamro Namami. Once again, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to Datta Arpanam this morning. Today's show is being brought to you through the kind courtesy of Valini's Drug Mart Limited of 58 to 60 Sutton Street, San Fernando, Debe Supermart Limited of 182 SS Aaron Road, Debe, Kokie Supermart Limited of 14 Naparima Miaro Road, San Fernando, and Samtrin Insurance Brokers Limited of 1126 SS Aaron Road, Debe, and 225 Southern Main Road, Warrenville, Cunupia.
For those of you who are new to Datta Arpanam, thank you for joining us this morning. For those of you who have listened to the evening programs and have now tuned in to this morning's show, thank you for your continued support.
In this present age of Kali, which is fraught with adharma and difficulties, the Holy Trinity of Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva, in other words, Lord Dattatreya, has, in His infinite compassion, blessed the world with His Avadhuta Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji.
Pujya Shri Swamiji was born to the divine couple Jayalakshmi Mata, who was an incarnation of Mata Raja Rajeshwari, and Narasimha Shastri, who, following his sannyasi Diksha, became known as Shri Narahari Tirtha Swamiji. Parama Pujya Shri Swamiji's incarnation, prompted by mankind's need for guidance and solutions to modern-day problems, is one for which we are eternally grateful.
It is to such a divine incarnation that this show is offered. That same divine incarnation was and continues to be not only the inspiration for this show, but the source of information and the source of music for Datta Arpanam.
That's right. In Pujya Shri Swamiji's Ashtottara, he is worshipped with the mantras Shri Veda Rakshakaya Namaha and Shri Bhakti Bodhakaya Namaha, reminding us that he is not only the one who protects the Vedas, but he is also the one who instills devotion.
And again, his Ashtottara gives us clues as to how he goes about instilling devotion. The mantras Shri Vage Yakaraya Namaha and Shri Advandaya Namaha teach us that Pujya Appaji is not only a lyricist, but he is also matchless. It is no wonder then that this maestro of sound has been awarded 2 doctorates for his proficiency in music.
Actually, Pujya Appaji's musical prowess is not confined to his bhajans. Although with compositions in at least 9 different languages, his bhajan compositions number in the thousands. But as was being clarified, his musical prowess goes beyond just bhajans. Pooja Appaji's Ashtottara again gives us a glimpse into who this divine being is when it says Srinada Vaidya Kalaviraya Namaha, meaning obeisance to the one who is a master of music therapy.
And what a master of music therapy he is. On April the 6th, 2015, Parama Puja Sri Swamiji was awarded the Guinness World Record for the largest music therapy session. This particular Guinness World Record was the second of 11 world records currently held by Puja Sri Swamiji.
So now that you have just a tiny glimpse into who this spiritual master is, you are encouraged to keep April 1st to 11th, 2023 free to come and have Pooja Appaji's darshan in person. You see, to really know Pooja Appaji, one must experience him. And sure, we can experience him at any time. He is everywhere, always. In other words, he is omnipresent. He is all-knowing or omniscient. But there is just something extra special about being in his physical presence. It is not something that words can fully ever describe. So take advantage of Pooja Appaji's upcoming visit to Trinidad. Once again, those dates are April 1st to April 11th, 2023. And as we get closer to his visit, more updates will be shared on Datta Arpanam.
In the meantime, it is no wonder that the musical compositions of such a musical genius would bring people not only closer to each other, but also closer to him, to Pooja Appaji, to Lord Dattatreya. So let us, at this stage, join that Nada Brahma as he leads us in today's first bhajan, a Lord Ganapati bhajan.
There is an app called Bhajan Mala, which is available on Google Play and on the App Store. On this app, you can find the words to the bhajan compositions of Pooja Sri Swamiji, his mother Mata Jayalakshmi, and his second-in-command, Pujya Sri 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 Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji, who is fondly referred to as Sri Bala Swamiji. Please download this app. And if you do not yet have the app, you can visit the Bhajan Mala website, www.bhajanmala.com. Whether you are using the app or the website, enter Bhajan ID number 52 and please do sing along. Let this first Sunday of this penultimate month of the year 2022 get off to a wonderfully divine start.
గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం. గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం. గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం. గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం. గణం గణం బీజగమ గణం అణువుల జీవుల గణం గణం. గణం గణం బీజగమ గణం అణువుల జీవుల గణం గణం. గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం.
గణగణమునకు పతి
దేవగణం
మూలాధారము దేవగణం
స్వాధిష్ఠానము సస్యగణం
స్వాధిష్ఠానము సస్యగణం
మణిపూరము సంపదల గణం
మణిపూరము సంపదల గణం
అనాగతం బది వాయుగణం
అనాహతం బది వాయుగణం
గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
విశుద్ధమనగా విబుధగణం
విశుద్ధమనగా విబుధగణం
ఆజ్ఞాచక్రము శక్తిగణం
ఆజ్ఞాచక్రము శక్తిగణం
సహస్ర పద్మము తత్వగణం
సహస్రపద్మము తత్వగణం
ఇకపై మిగిలినదేమి గణం
ఇకపై మిగిలినదేమి గణం
గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
గోళాలన్నీ అణుగణము
గోళాలన్నీ అనుగణము
ఆకాశమంతా లోకగణం
ఆకాశమంతా లోకగణం
ఈ గణపతి గణమణి గృణిలో
ఈ గణపతి గణమణి కృణిలో
సచ్చిదానందుని గుణమగుణం
సచ్చిదానందుని గుణమగుణం
గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
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 గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
జయం జయం జయం జయం జయం జయం జయం గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
One definition of beauty is a combination of qualities which pleases the senses. So definitely the bhajans of Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, bhajans like the one to which you just listened, surpass beauty. For not only do they please the senses, but by singing them regularly and with devotion, one can also learn to control the senses. How genius it is that Pujya Appaji has put Vedanta into the form of such beautiful songs.
You were just listening to Pujya Sri Swamiji himself here on Datta Arpanam. Thank you for tuning in to this morning's show, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Sri Swamiji, and thanks to the kind sponsorship by Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited.
Over the past several months on Datta Arpanam, Pujya Appaji's discourses on Shatashloki Ramayanam have formed the basis for discussion. And if you are not familiar with Shatashloki Ramayanam, it is also known as Bala Ramayanam and is found in the Bala Kanda of Srimad Ramayanam or Valmiki Ramayanam.
As the word Shatashloki suggests, this abridged version of Ramayanam consists of Shata or 100, shlokas or verses. But do not let that fool you into thinking it is any less powerful than Srimad Ramayanam. If one chants these 100 sacred verses, he or she reaps the same merit as chanting all 24,000 verses of Srimad Ramayanam.
Today, on this final Sunday in the Hindu month of Kartika, a month during which reading, listening to, or studying the story of Lord Rama is particularly beneficial, the study of Shatashloki Ramayanam continues here on Datta Arpanam.
And how extra blessed we all are to not only be engaging in such contemplation during such an auspicious time, but also to have the opportunity to listen to Puja Sri Swamiji himself discourse on Srimad Ramayanam later on today.
That's right. Just over a week ago, Pujya Appaji commenced daily discourses on Srimad Ramayanam. These are being live streamed at 10 a.m. Trini time daily on Avadhuta Dattapitam's Facebook page. So you are encouraged to like that page and choose to be notified when they go live.
And don't be discouraged by the fact that Puja Appaji is discoursing in Telugu. Simply click on the comments tab and you will see the English translation for everything he is saying. Listeners, this is the Avadhuta of the combined form of Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu, discoursing on Lord Rama, an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. How truly blessed we all are to be privy to such Upadesham.
Absolutely. So do not miss the live streams. And if for some reason you are unable to find the live stream link on Facebook, simply visit the Datta Arpanam Facebook page, where every attempt will be made to promptly share the link when Pujya Appaji goes live daily.
So, as we eagerly await Puja Appaji's discourse on Srimad Ramayanam at 10 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time today, let us on Datta Arpanam begin today's study of Shatashloki Ramayanam. Please open the Bhajanmala app or website once again, enter Stotra ID number 2295, scroll down to Shloka 83 and join Puja Appaji in chanting. As you heard mentioned a little while ago, chanting Ramayanam during this month of Kartika is particularly auspicious.
ततोऽग्निवचनात् सीतां ज्ञात्वा विगतकल्मषां बभौ रामसम्प्रहृष्टः पूजितः सर्वदैवतैः.
Last week, through contemplation of the 82nd shloka of Shatashloki Ramayanam, we learned that when Rama and Sita Devi were first reunited after Ravana's defeat, even though Rama himself had no doubt about Sita's chastity, for the sake of reassuring the world of her purity, he spoke harshly to her. Sita Devi, finding her lord's words more fiery than an actual blazing fire, got Lakshmana to build her a fire, and then, asking the fire god to save her if she was indeed pure, she entered that fire.
Now, in the 83rd shloka of that abridged version of Srimad Ramayanam, Narada Maharishi, who is relaying the story to Valmiki Maharishi, says that Tataha or Tato, thereafter, Agni Vachanat, because of the testimony of the fire god Agni, Rama Samprahrishtaha, Rama was exceedingly pleased, Nyatva, knowing that Sitam, Sita, Vigata Kalmasham, was sinless. Rama, Pujita, was worshipped or adored, Sarvadaiva Taihi, by all the gods. Babhau, he shone with resplendence.
In other words, the 83rd shloka of Shatashloki Ramayanam says that the fire god appeared and said that Sita was sinless and pure. Sita emerged unscathed from the fire. Rama, meanwhile, was delighted upon hearing the words of the fire god. All the celestials and the gods worshipped him. He was glowing with even more radiance than usual.
Now that we know what the shloka is saying, let us look at the story and lessons behind and within it.
When Lakshmana, upon Sita Devi's instruction, built a fire, as the entire creation was watching her, Sita Devi entered into that fire. All the beings from all the planes who witnessed this began to wail and sob loudly. The divine woman in heaven began to scream. The entire army of Vanaras and bears was shocked and stunned. Both young people and old people trembled in fear. Shrieks and wails began to be heard from the Vanaras and the demons. Rama's eyes were filled with tears.
At that moment, Kuber, Yama, Varuna, Indra, Mahadeva, and Lord Brahma appeared there in their celestial chariots. Rama folded both his palms and offered his obeisance to them. All the gods lifted their hands into Abhaya Mudra, the mudra of assurance or fear not. Addressing Rama, they said, Rama, you are the cause of this entire creation. You are the most supreme being. You are endowed with the most supreme knowledge. Why then did you not stop Sita from entering the fire? Among the 8 Vasus, you are the Prajapati by the name Ritu Dhaman, which is another name for Lord Vishnu. Among the Rudras, you are the 8th Rudra. You are the only one who exists at the time of total pralaya or destruction. You are the all-knowing Supreme. Why then did you act like an ignorant person and impose this fire test onto Sita?
Listeners, before we hear Lord Rama's response to this, let us look a little more closely at it. The gods, feeling that Sita Devi was wrongfully treated, came to question that treatment. This shows us that we too should always stand up for justice for ourselves and others. Never feel, I am just one person, I cannot make a difference. Imagine a car with only 3 tires trying to make it down a road. It is easy in that case to see what a difference a single tire can make. Human effort is similar. Each little bit counts. So work with others. Stand up for what is right. Let your voice be heard, but never use violence as a first resort.
I'm happy you made that point, Rishi. Look at Lord Rama. He sent Hanuman and then later on Angada to try to get Ravana to give up Sita peacefully. Look at the war at Kurukshetra. Sri Krishna himself went to the Kauravas to try to make peace before resorting to war. So, defending what is right, whether it is for you or for someone else, does not mean being aggressive. It does not mean using foul language. It does not mean destruction to property or harm to beings. Always, always, always aim first for peaceful resolutions.
And if in times of turmoil it is difficult for you to tap into inner peace, well then, there's always Nama Sankirtanam. Singing God's praises takes the mind away from what I am feeling, who wronged me, what is mine. Instead, it brings the mind to the ultimate source of happiness, the Supreme Divinity. Let us worship such a source of happiness now as we join Parama Puja Sri Swamiji once again, this time in a Devi Bhajan. You can find the lyrics to the bhajan by entering bhajan ID number 639 on the Bhajanmala app or website.
गिरिशयुता ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं ह्रीं मैं गिरिवरजा गिरिशयुता ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं ह्रीं मैं मम हृदये निवसतु सा ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं ह्रीं मैं मम हृदये निवसतु सा మంత్రమయీ యంత్రమయీ తంత్రమయీ నిగమమయీ ఓం ఐం హ్రీం శ్రీం లలితాంబాయై నమః ఓం ఐం హ్రీం శ్రీం లలితాంబాయై నమః ఓం ఐం హ్రీం శ్రీం లలితాంబాయై నమః మంత్రమయీ యంత్రమయీ తంత్రమయీ నిగమమయీ మామవతాదితి ప్రసృతకరో రోధిమి బహుకరుణం మామవతాదితి ప్రసృతకరో రోధిమి బహుకరుణం మయి సారయ తవ కరుణా లోచనమీశ్వరి భవ శరణం మయి సారయ తవ కరుణా లోచనమీశ్వరి భవ శరణం ఐం హ్రీం శ్రీం హ్రీం मैं गिरिवरजा गिरिशयुता ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं ह्रीं मैं मम हृदये निवसतु सा వ్యోమగత భూమిగత సర్వగత నను జనని వ్యోమగత భూమిగత సర్వగత నను జనని శైవ సదా స్వయమణుషుగత గోళ గణేషు చ పరివితత శైవ సదా స్వయమణుషుగత గోళ గణేషు చ పరివితత इति चेतसि सन्ततमनुविदिता सा मयि सादरमतिरवतु इति चेतसि सन्ततमनुविदिता सा मयि सादरमतिरवतु ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं ह्रीं मैं गिरिवरजा गिरिशयुता ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं ह्रीं मैं मम हृदये निवसतु सा bodhamata chittamita swayamamita vedanuta
महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मीः प्रचोदयात्
vedanuta bodhamata chittamita swayamamita निर्द्वय निष्क्रिय निरुपमभा मोहकरा चिति वपुरमला निर्द्वय निष्क्रिय निरुपमभा मोहकरा चिति वपुरमला घन वेदलताग्रलतान्त प्रिया संवृत सच्चिदानन्दा घन वेदलताग्रलतान्त प्रिया संवृत सच्चिदानन्दा ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं श्रीं ह्रीं मैं गिरिवरजा गिरिशयुता ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं श्रीं ह्रीं मैं गिरिवरजा गिरिशयुता ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं श्रीं ह्रीं मैं मम हृदये निवसतु सा ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं श्रीं ह्रीं मैं मम हृदये निवसतु सा
Mother Goddess is worshipped by so many names and mantras in that Vedantic bhajan. Aim, Hreem and Shreem are the seed letters or Bij mantras or Bijaksharas of Goddess Saraswati, Parvati and Lakshmi respectively. The bhajan also pays tribute to Mother Goddess using the names Girivaraja, meaning the daughter of the King of Mountains, and Girishayuta, the consort of Lord Shiva, the Lord of Mount Kailasa.
Science teaches us that energy is one, but that one energy can be experienced as heat, as sound, as light, etc. Similarly, our scriptures tell us that the fundamental cause for everything in this creation is the same energy. That energy is called God.
In Chandi Saptashati, there is a beautiful demonstration of this. A demon wanted to fight against Goddess Saraswati, but Mother Saraswati was surrounded by different goddesses. The demon scolded Saraswati Devi, saying, "What is so great about fighting with so many energies helping you?" Goddess Saraswati simply smiled and said, "You are incapable of seeing the reality. That is why you are seeing so many energies. The truth is that I alone am here." As she said these words, Goddess Saraswati drew all the energies represented by different goddesses into her, stood alone, and killed the demon.
Listeners, such is the depth of the lessons which Puja Appaji's bhajans teach. He has said that every single one of his bhajans has a lesson within it. No doubt there may be many in the bhajan you just heard, but one lesson which we can take away today is that whether it is God, animals, or human beings, multiplicity is just a manifestation of Maya. It is an illusion. In reality, only one exists.
A powerful lesson in Advaita, inspired by that divine bhajan, composed and rendered by the present-day Avadhuta of Lord Dattatreya, Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. You are tuned in to Datta Arpanam on 103.1 FM. Thank you for tuning in to this morning's show, which is coming to you through the grace of Pujya Shri Swamiji, and thanks to the kind sponsorship by Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited.
Today, through analysis of the 83rd shloka of Shatashloki Ramayanam, we heard that when Sita Devi entered the fire in Lanka, several gods appeared and challenged Lord Rama on his actions.
When he was asked why he allowed Sita Devi to enter the fire, Rama responded with his own question, one which shows us that this fire incident was not only aimed at demonstrating Sita Devi's purity, but it was also aimed at proving to the doubters who both Sita Devi and Lord Rama truly were.
Lord Rama said to the gods, I am Rama, the son of Dasharatha. I am a mere human, but your statements differ from this presumption of mine. So, who am I? Why was I born? For accomplishment of which great deed was I born? I would be very happy if Lord Brahma could explain all of this to me.
Lord Brahma replied, saying, Rama, you are the Supreme Lord Vishnu, Sri Hari. Your wife Sita is none other than Goddess Lakshmi. You are the form of divine illumination. You are the dark-complexioned, eternal Lord Vishnu. For the destruction of this demon, Ravana, you donned a human body, my lord.
And listeners, with those words, the words of Lord Brahma himself, how can any doubt exist as to the motives of Lord Rama? His actions were not personally driven, but divinely driven. But we will come back to this later on.
At the exact moment that Lord Brahma spoke those words, the fire god assumed a human body and emerged from the fire, bringing Sita Devi along with him. Sita was unscathed, even after emerging from the blazing fire. Handing over Sita to Rama, the fire god said, Rama, here is your wife Sita. She is of virtuous conduct and is sinless. Sin can never touch her. In thought, word, and deed, she has never overstepped your instructions. She has never seen any man apart from you. Apart from you, she has never even remotely thought of any other man. True, Ravana carried her away and placed her in Ashokavana amidst the demonesses. But despite all the force exerted by him to win her over, Sita remained unmoved. Her heart was firmly fixed upon you. Ravana was insignificant in her eyes. At every moment, she was worshipping you. I am ordering you now. Rama, please accept Sita. You have to abide by my command.
Before we hear Lord Rama's response to this, listeners, Sita Devi's actions teach us not only about the relationship which should exist between spouses, but it also, and I should say it especially teaches us about the relationship a devotee should have with God or Guru. No matter what promises were made to her, no matter how threatened she thought her life to be, Sita Devi maintained what is known as ekagrata, single-pointed focus on the Lord. This is how we too should be. In fact, making an effort to put ekagrata into practice, let us bring our focus to the Holy Trinity, Lord Dattatreya, the combined form of Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva, as we join Puja Appaji once again in bhajan. You can find the words to this bhajan by entering bhajan ID number 84 on the Bhajanmala app or website, so please do sing along. Let us together get this week off to a beautiful start with Puja Appaji leading the way.
तन से मन से वचन से गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
तन से मन से वचन से गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
तन से मन से वचन से गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
तन से मन से वचन से गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
तन से मन से वचन से
तन से मन से वचन से
गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
भक्ति पूर्वक ध्यान करें,
भक्ति पूर्वक ध्यान करें,
जो चाहे सो पा जावे,
जो चाहे सो पा जावे।
मन खटपट उलझन सारे,
मन खटपट उलझन सारे,
झटपट ओझल हो जाए,
झटपट ओझल हो जाए।
तन से मन से वचन से,
तन से मन से वचन से,
तन से मन से वचन से, गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले,
तन से मन से वचन से, गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले,
गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले।
गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले।
नमन करें तुझे हे गुणवान,
नमन करे तुझे हे गुणवान,
मिलकर गाएं तेरा गुणगान,
मिलकर गाए तेरा गुणगान।
सेवा करें नव भक्ति विधान,
सेवा करे नव भक्ति विधान,
शीघ्र हमें दे दो वरदान,
शीघ्र हमें दे दो वरदान।
तन से मन से वचन से,
तन से मन से वचन से,
तन से मन से वचन से, गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले,
तन से मन से वचन से, गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले,
गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले।
गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले।
मन लागे तुझ पर भगवान,
मन लागे तुझ पर भगवान,
विनती सुनो हे दया निधान,
विनती सुनो हे दया निधान।
कोई नहीं है तेरे समान,
कोई नहीं है तेरे समान,
तू ही मेरा जान जहान,
तू ही मेरा जान जहान।
तन से मन से वचन से,
तन से मन से वचन से,
तन से मन से वचन से, गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले,
तन से मन से वचन से, गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले,
तन से मन से वचन से,
गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले।
निश्चल भक्ति बनी रहे,
निश्चल भक्ति बनी रहे,
पावन चरण को धरे रहे,
पावन चरण को धरे रहे।
अंत काल जब आ जाए,
अंत काल जब आ जाए,
दत्ता हमको पार करे,
दत्ता हमको पार करे।
तन से मन से वचन से, से मन से वचन से गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
तन से मन से वचन से गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
शमदम षड्विध संपत्ति
शमदम षड्विध संपत्ति
दत्त भक्तों की है शक्ति
दत्त भक्तों की है शक्ति
दत्ता करके कुछ युक्ति
दत्ता करके कुछ युक्ति
दे सच्चिदानंद लीन स्थिति
दे सच्चिदानंद लीन स्थिति
तन से मन से वचन से
तन से मन से वचन से
तन से मन से वचन से गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
तन से मन से वचन से गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
गुरुपद सरसिज आश्रय ले
Another gem in the treasure chest of musical compositions of Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. You were just listening to Pujya Shri Swamiji here on Datta Arpanam. Today's show is coming to you on 103.1 FM thanks to Pujya Appaji's grace and thanks to the sponsorship from his dedicated Seva Kartas, Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Vallini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. Special thanks go out to them, as they do to you, dear listener, for sharing this hour with us.
Before that Datta Bhajan, you heard that just as Lord Brahma declared who Lord Rama and Sita Devi truly were, the fire god assumed a human form and brought Sita Devi out of the fire, vouching for her chastity and dedication to Lord Rama. Hearing all of this, Rama was immensely delighted. He said, "O God of fire, the fact that Sita is sinless and pure is well known to me. I wanted all the beings of all three lokas or planes to know this fact about her chastity. This is why I had to put her through this fire test. Had I not taken this step, all the beings would have condemned my act and spoken ill of me. I was very well aware that with her pativrata dharma she could protect herself. O gods, all of you are worthy of worship. You are all great beings. You have given me words of wisdom. I will abide by your orders."
With those words, Lord Rama accepted Sita and then offered obeisance to all the gods. Brahma, together with all the gods, praised and sung bhajans glorifying Lord Rama. Om Sita Rama Bhyam Namaha. Listeners inspired by the actions of the gods, let us too join together now and worship Lord Rama.
ರಾಮ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ತುಂಬಿದ ರಾಮ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ತುಂಬಿದ ರಾಮ ಅತ್ತ ರಾಮ ಇತ್ತ ರಾಮ, ಅತ್ತ ಇತ್ತ ಸುತ್ತ ಮುತ್ತ ಮತ್ತೆ ರಾಮ, ಅತ್ತ ಇತ್ತ ಸುತ್ತ ಮುತ್ತ ಮತ್ತೆ ರಾಮ. ಮೇಲೆ ರಾಮ ಕೆಳಗೆ ರಾಮ, ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಾಮ. ಮೇಲೆ ರಾಮ ಕೆಳಗೆ ರಾಮ, ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಾಮ. ನಾನು ರಾಮ ನೀನು ರಾಮ, ನಾನು ನೀನು ಎಲ್ಲರೊಳಗೆ ರಾಮ ರಾಮ. ನಾನು ರಾಮ ನೀನು ರಾಮ, ನಾನು ನೀನು ಎಲ್ಲರೊಳಗೆ ರಾಮ ರಾಮ. ರಾತ್ರಿ ರಾಮ ಹಗಲು ರಾಮ, ರಾತ್ರಿ ಹಗಲು ಭೂಮಿ ಗಾತ್ರ ರಾಮ ರಾಮ. ರಾತ್ರಿ ರಾಮ ಹಗಲು ರಾಮ, ರಾತ್ರಿ ಹಗಲು ಭೂಮಿ ಗಾತ್ರ ರಾಮ ರಾಮ. ಅಂಬರ ರಾಮ ಅವತುಂಬರ ರಾಮ, ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರು ದತ್ತ ದತ್ತ ರಾಮ. ಅಂಬರ ರಾಮ ಅವತುಂಬರ ರಾಮ, ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರು ದತ್ತ ದತ್ತ ರಾಮ. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ತುಂಬಿದ ರಾಮ. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ತುಂಬಿದ ರಾಮ. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ತುಂಬಿದ ರಾಮ. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ತುಂಬಿದ ರಾಮ. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ತುಂಬಿದ ರಾಮ. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ತುಂಬಿದ ರಾಮ. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ತುಂಬಿದ ರಾಮ. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ತುಂಬಿದ ರಾಮ. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ರಾಮ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ತುಂಬಿದ ರಾಮ, ತುಂಬಿದ ರಾಮ.
As today's episode of Datta Arpanam approaches its end, pranams and gratitude are offered at the divine feet of beloved Sadguru Deva, Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, without whose teachings, compassion, love, guidance and music, this show would not be possible.
Pranams to you, Pooja Appaji. Kindly forgive any errors which may have been committed in preparing or in sharing today's show, and please guide us to avoid such errors in the future.
Special thanks are extended to the staff at 103.1 FM and to the sponsors of Datta Arpanam: Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. And of course, dear listener, heartfelt gratitude is extended to you for sharing your Sunday morning with us.
Remember, if you would like to listen to today's show again, it will be played at 6 p.m. today on 103.1 FM's Facebook page.
You can also visit the website www.103fm.tt, click on podcasts and scroll down to Datta Arpanam. where podcasts of previous shows can be found, and where each week by around Tuesday, that week's show is uploaded.
Have a blessed week, everyone. Jai Guru Datta.
Shri Guru Datta. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
नमो रामचन्द्राय नमः नमो रामाय नमः ॐ नमो रामचन्द्राय नमः ॐ रामचन्द्राय नमः ॐ नमो रामचन्द्राय रामभद्राय नमः ॐ नमो रामचन्द्राय नमः ॐ नमो रामचन्द्राय नमः ॐ नमो रामभद्राय नमः ॐ नमो रामाय नमः सीतापतये नमः ॐ नमो रामचन्द्राय नमः ॐ नमो रामचन्द्राय नमः ॐ नमो रामभद्राय नमः रामभद्राय नमः ॐ नमो रामभद्राय नमः नमो रामचन्द्राय नमः ॐ नमो रामचन्द्राय नमः ॐ नमो रामभद्राय नमः ॐ नमो रामाय नमः ॐ नमो रामभद्राय नमः सीतापतये नमः ॐ नमो रामचन्द्राय नमः ॐ नमो रामचन्द्राय नमः ॐ नमो रामचन्द्राय नमः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्रीपवनसुत हनुमान की
Jai.
श्री पवनसुत हनुमान की
Jai.
सीतारामचंद्र प्रभु की जय सीतारामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः सीतारामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः